To our top story this morning, we're starting our coverage with the coronavirus outbreak. India continues to battle the coronavirus outbreak as the number of active cases stand over 80. With 2 deaths and confirmed cases on the rise, states have now imposed restrictions. Karnataka has announced closure of malls, cinema halls, schools, colleges for a week. Other states including Delhi, UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Chhattisgarh have all ordered shutdown of schools. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday proposed that SAARC countries come together to formulate a strategy to combat the coronavirus. The Prime Minister proposed a video conference of SAARC leaders to chalk out a strategy going forward.
Karnataka has quarantined itself hours after the first coronavirus death in India was reported in Kalaburgi. The Yediyurappa government has imposed severe restrictions, probably the toughest in the country. The state shut down malls, theatres, pubs, schools and universities for a week. All sporting events and social gatherings stand banned.
Almost everything will be closed. I am requesting people of Karnataka to cooperate with us for 1 week. Please stay in the house.
No need to panic in Karnataka, so everything.
Not necessary.
Haryana, Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Uttarakhand, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh have also shut schools. In Noida, all 707 employees of a private company are in quarantine after an employee there tested positive. The Uttar Pradesh government claims it is fully prepared to fight the outbreak.
जनपद स्तर पर 820 बेड पहले से ही हम लोगों ने आरक्षित रखे हुए हैं। 24 मेडिकल कॉलेजेस जो गवर्नमेंट के भी हैं और प्राइवेट के भी हैं, इन 24 मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में भी 448 बेड आइसोलेशन वार्ड के रूप में हम लोगों ने।
A day after 76-year-old man died in Karnataka's Kalaburg, India recorded its second death related to coronavirus on Friday. A 68-year-old woman died of coronavirus at a hospital in the national capital. She caught the infection from her son, who had traveled to Italy and Switzerland and returned to India on 23rd of February. The woman, who also suffered from diabetes and hypertension, was admitted to Delhi's Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital. As a number of confirmed cases soared in the national capital, the Delhi government yesterday announced a string of measures to control coronavirus spread. IPL matches, sport gatherings, conferences, seminars have all been prohibited in the national capital. The state government had already ordered closure of all schools, colleges and cinema halls until 31st of March. 7 suspected patients of coronavirus who had returned from foreign countries went missing from Ludhiana. The health authorities have now sought the help of district administration and police to locate the 7 people. An alarm was raised after their addresses were found to be incorrect. The authorities fear that even if one of the missing persons tests positive, then he may spread the infection to many others. To avoid such situation, the police have been put in all efforts to trace the missing persons and to admit them into a quarantine facility immediately. As on 12th of March, more than 85,000 passengers, including at Amritsar and Mohali international airports, have been screened for coronavirus in Punjab. So far, 1 person in Punjab who returned from Italy has tested positive for Covid-19. The fruit industry is the latest victim to feel the impact of the coronavirus as the industry struggles to export its products abroad. The worst hit by the deadly virus is Maharashtra's world-famous Alfonso mangoes, also called as Hapus mangoes in Hindi. Here's a look at the report that's coming in.
Coronavirus outbreak has not spared anyone or anything, not even the king of fruits. 4,000 boxes of mangoes are reaching Mumbai every day, but none are leaving the shores. The Alfonso is bearing the brunt of the impact.
Second week of March में all over world mango की निर्यात चालू हो जाती थी, but unfortunately this year कोरोना वायरस की वजह से बाय एयर से जितनी भी निर्यात हो रही है वो सब पूरी की पूरी बंद हो चुकी है। कुवैत जैसी कंट्री है, बाद में कतार जैसी कंट्री है, सऊदी अरेबिया है, मस्कत है, ये लोग ने अभी अपनी जो जितनी भी एयरपोर्ट है उनकी सब फ्लाइटें सस्पेंड कर दी है। फ्लाइट की इतनी अनसर्टेनिटी होने की वजह से अभी भी यूरोप का कोई भी ऑर्डर अभी तक फिलहाल अपने पास आया नहीं है।
Once the season peaks, around 1 lakh boxes come to Mumbai. Out of that, 40% are exported. Traders say if travel restrictions continue till 15th of April, then farmers will face huge financial losses.
इसकी साफ प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट ही 2,500 रुपया है, 2,500 रुपया पर पेटी। थ्रू आउट द सीजन अगर फार्मर को 2,500 रुपये का नेट पैसा नहीं मिला तो फार्मर इसमें काफी तादाद में नुकसान में चला जाएगा और कोकन की टोटल इकोनॉमी कोलैप्स हो जाएगी।
The traders now want the centre to arrange aircraft to export mangoes.
Indian Alfonso, especially from Maharashtra, are in huge demand worldwide. But in the coming days, the situation persists. The farmers and the traders will be in huge loss. With camera person Sai Prasad Patil and Nilesh Patil, this is Saurav Vaktania in Navi Mumbai for India Today.
President Donald Trump declared a national emergency over the coronavirus outbreak, invoking the Stafford Act to open the door to more federal aid for states and municipalities. The declaration allows the United States government to marshal additional resources to combat the virus, which has crossed over 1,200 cases in the country. U.S. lawmakers had urged Trump to invoke the Stafford Act and other disaster declaration requests they say would free up more than $42 billion in funding for states available in the disaster relief fund. Trump said it would open access to as much as $50 billion.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Two very big words. The action I am taking will open up access to up to $50 billion of very important and a large amount of money for states and territories and localities in our shared fight against this disease. In furtherance of the order, I'm urging every state to set up emergency operation centers effective immediately. You're going to be hearing from some of the largest companies and greatest retailers. Through a very collective action and shared sacrifice, national determination, we will overcome the threat of the virus. We're suspending the entry of foreign nationals who have been to Europe in the last 14 days from entering the United States. Citizens, permanent residents, and our families, any of the families returning from Europe will be subject to extra screening as well as self-isolation for a period of 14 days.
My colleague Nabila spoke to retired Major Kalsi, who has served in the U.S. Army on coronavirus crisis. Listen in to what he had to say.
The situation is not quite out of hand. I'd like to say first, though, that I'm speaking on behalf of myself, not on behalf of the Army or DOD. You know, I work in a very, very busy ER and urgent care settings. Every day we see the number of people coming in with upper respiratory symptoms increase. This is certainly not normal for this time of year. So we are bracing to see what's going to happen in the next few weeks to months ahead. The sentiment amongst the colleagues that I work with is that the situation may get dire. It may get as bad as it is in Italy today.
Dr. Kalsi, you think there wasn't intervention in time? What do you think really led to this situation going out of hand in the United States? You have stellar medical facilities there.
We do. We have some of the best medical facilities and doctors in the world. We have amazing resources at hand, but it takes leadership. It takes people that know how to use the tools. Without going into detail about what could have happened, I think it's more productive to talk about what should happen. There's a variety of ways to start a national quarantine. And I think using the national emergency declaration, which I think is an awesome first step, to then enact a national quarantine is the right way to go. We need immediate quarantine, and it has to be for a minimum of 3 or 4 weeks. That means travel restrictions. That means people really cannot congregate in large masses. That means no public schools. That means no malls, no theaters. that means that people are going to have to change their way of life.
Namaste goes global in order to contain the spread of deadly coronavirus, and it has become the new style of greeting for leaders across the world. Here's a look.
Leaders across the globe have said goodbye to the germ-ridden handshake. They have all adopted Namaste, the Indian traditional greeting to ward off coronavirus. Even the British royalty, who probably gave us the handshake. Prince Charles was seen doling out Namastes left and right to guests at a Commonwealth event in London. Donald Trump, the only world leader to have played down the threat of coronavirus, is now opting for the safer greeting. No hugs, no handshakes. He greeted Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar with a Namaste.
You know, I just got back from India, and I didn't shake any hands there, and it was very easy because they go like this.
French President Emmanuel Macron too welcomed the Spanish royals at his residence with a Namaste earlier this week. The French First Lady Brigitte Macron also played her part, blowing a kiss in the direction of Queen Letizia as a way of greeting. Some 5,000 kilometers west, Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu stated he'd already sworn off handshakes to keep the lethal bug at bay, suggesting all Israelis to do the same. He even demonstrated how to do Namaste the proper way.
Corona Namaste. Now let me tell you some greetings in India that you can do to say no to Corona. Khamagani Hukum. This from Rajasthan, but who's stopping you from doing it? Sat Sri Akal from Punjab. Sab changa si. And one of the sweetest greetings. Aada barze. Mehman Nawazi mein koi kami nahi. And go to the villages, then you can say Ram Ram Hujur. And then the universal Namaskaron ka Namaskar, Sabka Satkar. With video journalist Vinod, this is Mosmi Singh in Delhi for India Today.
Welcome back. After a series of deliberations, the BCCI has decided to suspend the IPL till 15th of April. And a few hours later, the remainder of the one-day international series between India and South Africa was also called off in the wake of the widespread threat posed by coronavirus. Here's a look.
It's official. The 13th season of the Indian Premier League has been suspended till April 15th due to the outbreak of the coronavirus worldwide.
The situation is altogether different globally, and most of the sports events are facing this problem. Similarly, spectators are the strength of IPL. So the BCCI has decided to defer it till 15th of April. And around 15th of April, a fresh call will be taken after looking at the situation of coronavirus.
India Today was the first to report about the postponement of the IPL, and hours later the decision to suspend the season was taken in consultation and agreement with all the franchisees. The decision comes hours after Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia ruled out the possibility of IPL matches being played in the capital.
कोई भी स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी जो पब्लिक गैदरिंग है, स्पोर्ट्स इवेंट, वो इंक्लूडिंग IPL में आयोजित की जाएगी. Seminars, conferences को allow नहीं किया जाएगा अभी.
The IPL was scheduled to start on March 29th, but with coronavirus cases in the country on the rise, the BCCI was left with little option but to suspend the season for over 2 weeks. The statement from the board makes it clear that it is a suspension and not postponement, which means they have left it open-ended as to whether the tournament this year will happen or not. The BCCI, franchisees and other stakeholders though are very much inclined that the tournament does take place with minimum damages. Among various theories that are being looked at, the BCCI may look to hold the IPL without spectators on the ground. The duration of the season will also be reduced, although the tournament may be stretched beyond the scheduled close of May 23rd. The entire world is grappling with an unprecedented situation following the outbreak of coronavirus, and now it has gripped the billion-dollar Indian Premier League as well. Sports Bureau, India Today.
Just like everything across the world, the cricket world as well is struck by the dreaded coronavirus. India's 3-match series against South Africa has been called off and the Proteas will return home without playing a single ball. But it's not just this series. The world of cricket is facing a crisis. Here's a look.
The 3-match ODI series between India and South Africa has been called off in response to fears over the coronavirus. The decision follows the move by the BCCI to defer the IPL by over a fortnight. The BCCI top brass has been in a huddle in Mumbai and had a series of discussions following which the decisions were taken. The coronavirus has caused a major panic across the globe, and Australia's match against New Zealand in Sydney witnessed unprecedented scenes.
And all the way.
The two teams played the first match of their ODI series in front of empty stands, and high fives were replaced by fist bumps.
Paddy Cummins calls it's a difficult one, but of course Paddy takes the catch. Australia wrap up the match, a 71-run win in the first of 3 one-day internationals in the series.
England and Wales Cricket Board has also decided that they will call back their team from the tour of Sri Lanka due to fears of coronavirus. Overseas players playing in the Pakistan Super League have also decided to leave the tournament midway to return home at the earliest. Road Safety World Series that featured legends like Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara also stands suspended now. Amid world crisis, there is too much at stake, and cricket certainly is also not untouched, with a series of tournaments either being called off or postponed. Sports Bureau, India Today.
And continuous coverage of all the impact from the coronavirus crisis. A 360-degree view really continues right here on India Today. This is your destination. For now, it's a wrap from me, Shaiti Narula, on this bulletin. For further news and updates, log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download our app. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.